Good morning, YouTube. Today I'm going to review a Mustang GT350.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and this is my garage, and this channel is all about the supercar ownership experience. And you're thinking, well, that's not a supercar. I know it's not. But it is a pretty badass car, and it was traded in on one of our supercars. So I'm going to take it out for a drive. I have not driven one of these, and actually, Mustangs have a special place in my heart. I've owned a couple of them. I love them. I think they're fantastic cars. They're certainly one of the best cars for your dollar for fun. When I first bought my first Ferrari about 7 or 8 years ago, this was when the GT350s had first come out. I was debating, should I get a GT350 or something else? So I was looking at these, and for about the same amount of money, I started looking at Ferrari 360, but I said, well, if I spend a little bit more money, I can get a Ferrari F430. That's what I did. Will this live up to my expectations back then of buying the Ferrari over the Mustang? We'll find out in just a minute. But real quick, if you'd like to support us, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and check out our website, normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and services for your cars. And visit our dealership, ngsupercars.com, where this Mustang is for sale right now. One of you can be driving this thing very soon. All right, let's get in this thing and take a look around and have some fun. Ah, the old Mustang. I miss thee. I have to say, I really do like these Mustangs, especially this body style. I think it's a fantastic car. One thing that's kind of funny is, the Mustang's not really that big of a car, but you put it in the garage next to a McLaren and another Ferrari, and even the 529, which is a big car, is smaller than the Mustang, which is kind of shocking. But, you got 4 seats and a real trunk and all that stuff, so okay. It makes sense. But I like the spec on this one because we don't have the wing. It's not like super gaudy. With the all black, it does look pretty menacing. I mean, I'm going to admit that. It looks pretty cool. Black is personally not one of my favorites just because it's a hard color to take care of, but it always looks good when it's clean. And right now it's clean, so it looks great. You got the cool little Shelby Snake and all that stuff. You got the Cobra and super lightweight wheels or whatever. And Mo is inspecting stuff too. What do you think, Mo? Are you a Mustang fan? He's like, I'm not sure about this thing. The sound, of course, of the GT350 is really unique because you've got the flat plane crank engine and all that stuff. So, it's actually pretty cool. You've got the manual transmission. Oh, yes. Thank God we have that. Yeah, the 5.2 liter V8, 3 pedals of fun. Yeah, even a reasonable back seat. Let's take a look at that engine as long as we got this thing here. Big old brace across the struts right there. And the awesome Ford engine. Yes, dual overhead cams of awesomeness. Ooh, yeah, hand built with pride by that guy. Can't really read it, but yeah, there you go. And look at that, they even tell you right on it, flat plane crank. It says there, flat plane, yes. That's why you get lots of RPMs of fun on this thing. Oh, I didn't notice that. Carbon fiber composite. So what is that, like instead of plastic, it's just like a carbon fiber blend without the weave? Oh, someone tell me about that. I'm not sure about what that is, but that looks kind of interesting. All right, we're in the Mustang GT350, and we have a manual transmission. Oh, yes. All right. I will say, this seat is surprisingly really comfortable. Holy crap, this thing's got 100 PSI of oil pressure. What in the world? That's kind of nuts. We need to make it loud. Wait. There it is. Sport mode. It's got launch control. Oh, I've got seat coolers. Man, this thing's loaded. It's got a big old center console. Big old glove box. 22,227 miles on this thing. Okay, and we got all sorts of modern stuff like suspension, steering, modes. Let's set the mode. Drive mode, sport, weather, track, drag strip. So let's do sport. Steering feel of normal, sport, or comfort. We're gonna do sport. I mean, everything's Ford-like. It's got Ford buttons and stuff. Whoa, that clutch is light. Whoa, good backup camera. Can see really well. She's a big girl. That's a big old hood up there. Roll up the windows just so you can hear me better. liking this car. The steering feels really pretty good. It's a little bit loose for sport mode. I'm thinking comfort mode's gonna be disappointing if this is this loose, but part of that's because it's a big wheel. I mean, it's got a lot of throw to it. The suspension feels nice. Oh, I can feel the ass coolers kicking in. That feels good. My butt is at a very optimal temperature here. All right. Oh, it's got shift lights. Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm liking this car more and more. It's a very odd sounding flat plane crank. It's not quite like, Ferrari-like, but it's good. I like the sound a lot. Yeah, we got the 6 speed, so let's try 5th. Yeah. 6 gear, 60 miles an hour. It's like 1,700 RPMs. It probably could get pretty good mileage. We don't want that. I like the shifter. Very good shifter. Really short throw. I'm pleased with this. I could see where this would be a fantastic car if you could only have one sports car, like one car, and it has to do everything, because you got rear seats, you got a real trunk, and it gets okay mileage, and it's going to be reliable, and you can get parts for it anywhere in the country, and it's not even all that expensive. I can see the appeal of this thing. Here we go, ready, and rough. I mean, she's heavy. That's a lot of weight. When I got on the brakes, the front just nosedived. And it got a little squirrely because of that. The weight transfer caused the brakes to kind of do a little bit of the left-right wobble, but wow. The engine has a little bit less power than I would have liked. I think that's mostly because it's such a heavy car. If you got this car shaved down a couple 100 pounds, that would be phenomenal. The handling's really, for a big beefy car, it's good. It feels like a GT car. This feels more like the 599 than it does the 430. So I would say, honestly, I like the handling characteristics, the balance of the mid-engine cars better than this. I can feel the weight in the front. It just kind of moves around a little bit differently. I love the flat plane engine. We've got 8,500 RPMs to work with. I'm at 4,000. I'm still doing fine. Oh, that sound is good. Really good. I love that. I would love to put this on a track. I think it would be fun. So fun. Man, this is a really good car. I am completely surprised at how much I enjoy this. This is a really good car. All right, let's try straight up track mode. Track only. Oh, it took off traction control. That's why these Mustangs always are taking out people. You go to track and it just takes off traction control. Well, that's not a good idea. Let's turn that back on. Just because I'm on the track doesn't necessarily mean I want traction control off. That's a dumb idea. Maybe I should go back to sport. I don't want to die. Well, I'm a fan of the shifter. I'm a fan of the clutch. The engine's slightly underpowered, but I love the RPMs. You got a lot of room to work with. That's fantastic. And of course, the creature comforts, having ass coolers in a sports car is always welcome from me. I live in Texas, after all. I would love to have this as my daily driver car. This is just fantastic. Good heel toes. Pedals are nice. It's got the linear power band that you get out of a flat plane crank, which is so much better to work with on a track, in my opinion. This car would be very easy to drive very hard. Feeling that power band come on just nice and smooth, you can control it really well. That makes it really what you want on an ideal track car. For the money, there's not going to be a whole lot else in this price point that's going to be as good as this. That's going to be tough. I have not driven the Camaro ZL1 1LEs, but I don't think you can get those for anywhere near as cheap as this. This is like going to be in the 50 to 60K range now that it's a couple years old. You know, when these were new, they were like 68, 65. Dealers are doing crazy markups, making them in the 70s and stuff, and even 80s. I even saw some that were like 100, which is silly. You know, $100,000 for a Mustang. Yeah, that doesn't sit right. But now that they're a few years old, I mean, it's going to have Ford reliability. You know, if you don't get one of the first few years, you took care of the engine issues. They had a couple of problems with the oil and spinning some bearings and some of them blowing up and catching on fire and stuff. But yeah, that sound is just great. I like that. It totally reminds me of like Bullitt. This is exactly what a proper American engine sounds like when you tune it into like the Italian world. It's like, the Italians did something right. Let's emulate that. Okay, this is what you get. That nice, loud American muscle car sound, but out of a flat plane crank. That's cool. That is awesome. I like it. The way they did the shift lights, it just reflects off the glass and it's actually buried into the dash. There's not some stupid big thing staring at your face. That's a really handy feature. And so it puts it just barely into your vision. So when you're driving, you know, you don't see it until all of a sudden they start lighting up. And then it's like right there where you can look at it without looking off the road. I really appreciate that. That's an amazing feature. Oh yeah. A little bit of body roll, not bad. Nope, got a little squirrely there. Oh yeah, she handles good. That's really good. I like this car. This is a really good car. Now in hindsight, would I have rather have bought the 430 over this at the time? I think I still made the right choice. There's something special about the 430, about any Ferrari really. You just don't get in this. It just doesn't have the same specialness. I mean, this is really, really nice. This is fantastic. I like the way they did the gauges. I like the materials. The materials feel good. It doesn't feel too cheap or anything. Like, you know, they actually have some metal here and there. I mean, this is kind of still like, some cheapy plastic stuff here. But like the dash feels nice. Headliner feels nice. The seats are really comfortable. Seats are fantastic, actually. I really like the seats. Super linear engine. Oh, great power band. I will say I am pleased as a Mustang fan and multiple Mustang owner. This absolutely lives up to the expectations of a Mustang. It is fantastic. It is a great car. It is not too ridiculously expensive. This is great. I would absolutely own one of these. You would have no complaints, really. It's fun. This is a very fun car. Yep. I like it. I like it a lot. I'd rock one. Heck yeah. All right, so let's talk real for a second. Not everyone's got a budget for a Ferrari or a McLaren or any other supercar. Is this a good option if you have to be within a certain budget range? Absolutely. This thing is wonderful. I am really pleased with this car. It is a lot of fun. I don't think you'd be disappointed in any way. I'm certainly not. I really enjoyed this car as a Mustang fan. I really liked it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That does support the channel. We do appreciate when you do that. And of course, check out normalguyssupercar.com and MG Supercars, our website, so you can buy parts and service from us, or check out our inventory, or even buy this Mustang. So again, this is for sale, so check it out. Make an offer and it can be yours. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to be doing a lot of car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.